everyone! Today I'm here to do a what's in my bag video as well as a review of the Tory Burch Robinson Double Zip Tote. So when I purchased this purse, I looked at all the reviews on YouTube and there was a lot of really great information, but definitely a couple things that I wish I'd known before I had bought it. So today I'm going to share those things with you so you guys can be a little more informed if you're looking at this purse. So this is a really lovely purse. It's very structured, it's very stiff. It holds its shape well and it's very sharp. It looks very smart. For me, it's a work purse, so I had to make sure I had something that would fit my laptop in it. So if you call Tory Burch customer support, they'll tell you that none of the Robinson line purses can hold a laptop, but I've actually found that this purse fits my 13.3-inch laptop just fine. Here it is right here. You can see that it doesn't come up above the edge of the purse, and it actually tucks in there pretty well. So that's the first thing I have in there. I also have in here an iPad, and you'll see that this purse holds a lot of things. I've got a little Kate Spade wristlet in here. I'm very big into Erin Condren, so this actually holds all of my pens, my stickers, my washi tape, scissors, things like that. It's just a nice little wristlet. I've also got in here just, necessities, things like lipstick, blotting sheets, eye drops, an extra portable charger, Neosporin, a sewing kit, a purse hook, hair bands, all sorts of medications. I'm kind of the over-prepared type. I've also got in here gloves because from where I live it's very, very cold. A pair of sunglasses. These are by Cole Haan. They're quite cute, and there are two pockets in here on the side, and I'll show you that right now. I don't know if you can tell, but there's two pockets here, and I like to keep my sunglasses in this pocket, and I'll show you what's in here. So in that other pocket, I've got things that I use all the time, things that I don't want to have to open a zipper for. So I've got some hand cream, Tokyo Milk hand cream. It's the Kabuki one. I love the way this smells. Cuticle cream. Gotta keep that manicure looking fresh. I've got, my two favorite lip colors. This is actually by Sephora. I find this less drying than the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, but these are cream lip stains. I'm wearing this one right now, and this one's like a mauvey, kind of like my lips but better color. I've also got eye drops because I wear contacts, and chapstick. So I've also got my wallet in here. This is the Kate Spade Large Stacy wallet. I do love this wallet because it's pink and glittery, and who doesn't like that? The only thing is you can't really have too much in here, and I'm someone who has a ton of credit cards and just likes to carry a lot of stuff. But if you put too much in there, it won't close because it does have a clasp closure. So you have to be careful, so you kind of have to pick and choose which cards to put in here. Also, I found that if I'm only carrying the wallet, the top cards sometimes might slip out. So you do have to be careful with that because they are all exposed. And the final thing I have in here, in the main compartment at least, are my keys. And I think that's all I have in here. Oh, and some junk at the bottom, hair clip. So there is another pocket in here. It's a zipped compartment over here. And over here you can see the Tory Burch logo as well as a long zipped compartment, which I actually don't have anything in there right now. Because if it's out of sight for me, it's out of mind. I'll forget that it's there. There's also a little attached mirror. You can detach it, and it's actually pretty good for touching up your makeup or anything like that. So obviously this is the Robinson Double Zip Tote, so there are two zippered compartments up here. They're very long, they run the width of the purse, so it's really good for holding things like books or iPads or anything that's like thin and very flat. So in the first compartment, I've got my Erin Condren planner. I'm super obsessed with planners and agenda decorating. I think I've got more craft supplies than a kindergartner, but no shame there. So I've basically made everything in my life electronic. Everything lives on my phone except for my planner. So I still like to do this by hand. So that's what's in my first compartment. I don't actually really keep anything in my second compartment. Yeah, there's nothing in here, but sometimes I'll tuck an iPad in there, just something very thin, or maybe some pens or something. So that's actually all there is to the inside of the purse. So now on to the review and what I wish I had known before. So the first thing I wish I had known is that this is a very heavy purse. The purse itself with nothing in it, and I'll take out my Erin Condren as well, but there is absolutely nothing in it right now. and there's definitely some weight to it. I carry it as a tote by the 2 straps, but there is also a shoulder strap, which I have right here. Now this seems like a really great idea to have a shoulder strap, and I was actually hoping to wear it as a shoulder bag, but something that you'll see is that the attachment for this purse is actually right here. There's one right here, and there's one right here. So you can see that this little hook is attached to the lining of the bag, the leather lining of the bag. So then when you actually go ahead and attach these hooks on the straps, it's very transparent that if you pull up on it, it's going to pull the lining of the bag, and I'll show you a little closer right here. So you can see that it's pulling up on the bag, and actually if you hold it as a shoulder bag, it becomes fairly deformed. So that's why I carry it as a handbag. I feel like if I'm using it as a shoulder bag, either I can't really carry much in it, otherwise it's going to deform the lining. It's going to pull and detach the lining of the bag over time if you have heavy things in it. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, so I actually haven't used the shoulder strap at all. The other thing I wanted to point out is that there are these little clasps on the side of the purse, and theoretically you should be able to just clasp them to give the shape a little thinner shape, a little more structure. It's pretty cute when you got this pleated over here. The only thing is these clasps will not hold the bag closed like this. It will not. If you put anything in it, or if you reach in it, if I gently stick my hand into it, it's just gonna pop right open. And I'm hardly applying any pressure at all. So there really will be no use for these clasps. Sounds great in theory, but it doesn't actually work very well. So that's not a big problem for me because I carry so many things in my purse that it wouldn't be able to stay closed anyway. I need as much space as I can get. The last thing I wish I had known is that this bag creases very easily. So if you have something in here, say you have an irregular object, maybe your DSLR, your camera, something like that, and you leave it in here overnight or anything, it will actually assume the shape of it. So you can tell right now, I think I had thrown in my gym clothes or something in here, maybe like an extra pair of flats, and I had left it for a couple days. And you can see right here that this is creased, or at least it's going to hold this strange slouchy shape. So what you have to do when that happens is you stuff it with newspaper, or you stuff it with things that are like a box or something, like just shove a whole Amazon box in here, and it'll go back to its normal shape eventually. It also creases in terms of the Saffiano leather on the sides because there is this pleated design, and when you carry it, it folds right here. The leather over here becomes quite bumpy. It's not too prominent actually, but if you look up very close, I don't even know if it'll show up on the camera. Let me try. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but it does look creased, and you won't be able to smooth it out again. It'll either crease or it'll bubble, depending on where in the pleat it is. Another thing I also have to mention is that I was very excited when I bought this purse because I saw that it has feet on it. So it has these little gold feet on the bottom, which in theory sounds really great because you think that you can put your purse down on the floor without like the leather touching the floor, but you'll notice that these feet are very, very small. They're very small, and they're practically flush with the bag, and especially since this is such a large bag, it does kind of sag. So actually when you set it down, the entire bottom is going to be exposed to the floor. So I do like the gold hardware. I like that there are feet, but it's not very functional. So despite all the deficiencies I mentioned before, which are that the bag itself is very heavy, the shoulder straps are a little inefficient, the clasps over here don't actually close or stay closed, and the purse creases, as well as the feet being more there for fashion than function. Despite all of that, I still really love this purse. I've been carrying it for quite some time now. It's very sharp, it's very smart, it's perfect for a work purse. It's very hard for me to find a purse that can fit my whole laptop and all those things in it. So I still really like it, and it's very high quality as well. So I hope that helped a little bit. I hope that helps you make a little more informed decision on whether you want to buy this purse or not. So if you have any questions about the purse or anything else, please leave it in the comments, and I will answer them if I see any. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.